So in this I have got Excel sheet. In this I got an Excel sheet. The roll number is available here. In the lowercase you are taking it up. Then what you want, the email ID. Email ID should be always in this format. Some roll number I have given here @kmit.in. Yes, so I will be writing the formula as the first address value, that is nothing but A2, give and percentile, and then give @kmit.in. So what that is going to do, give you the email address, and then you can drag it down. Next, coming to uppercase, upper of A2, upper you're giving, yes, that is a predefined function, and you're giving the cell address of this first row. Always give the cell address of first row, first column. Then lower, now I want to make this lowercase. So what will you do? Just give same thing, LOWER. You may give in lowercase as well. This lower and upper, these are predefined functions. So lower of, what is it, what you're going to lower? This value, as this is in uppercase, you're going to lower this. So the cell address for this is nothing but C2. Cell address is nothing but C2. Yes, now I am going to give some subject marks. For example, I have taken now two students data. Now I want to calculate the sum. I want to calculate the average, and even I want to count the number of students in the class. Okay, automated everything. Okay, now the sum value I want to get. So what I'll do, I will just drag all this and click this auto sum. Here you got one way is clicking this, the other way would be giving up the formula here, equal to sum of, and just select this all the rows. Okay, and just close it up. You're going to get the total. This is one way, equal to sum of, give the range E2 to I2. This is one way. The other way would be select all this, select all this, and click on auto sum. Here you got a sigma symbol, as you can see. Click on that, you're going to get the same. Now just drag it down. So is it the same? 50, 90, 120. Okay, let me change this. So I have changed this value, so it becomes 180 here. Yes, now here you can write, you can either write AVG, average, that is nothing but average, okay, of, and you give the numbers again, once again the range, close the bracket, and you will get the average. This is one way. The other way would be just on top, you got one more option, as you know. Just select this, and you can go here as well for an average. So you get the average for those, and then you just drag it down. You're going to get the value. Okay, so the value average, and now count. I want to get the count. So how are you going to get? Equal to count of what count? I want the count of roll numbers, for example. You may take count of marks as well, no problem. Then just give a closing bracket and press an enter. Why it is giving 0, 8, 2, 2, 11. Okay. So in count, you should always have numerical values. So that's why it is not taking. 1 second. Insert. So as you can see here, rather than displaying, you can see here count at the bottom. Number of selected. Yes, this is the count. This is the bar where you can increase the font size. This is your present normal. This is the page layout. What is the page layout? And this is your printing preview. When you're going for any print, that time this is the preview. So this here the line is getting cut off, means in page 2 it is coming. So now I have increased, so it is going to come in one single page. So I'm coming back to my normal screen. Yes, for example, I am writing roll number, roll number. Okay, and giving some 1 2 3, 1 2 1 1 3 1 3 4 135, for example. As you can see here, what is the difference? Here I had alphabets, here I don't have alphabets, so easily count has come off for me. Okay, alphabets should not be there in this. So once I give in numerical form, I'm going to get the count. So just drag this. You're not going to get okay. What else? You can even calculate percentage as well. Okay, you can calculate percentage as well. Let me go through if there is any doubts. So did not understand count. Is it clear? 530 now count. See, as you can see, this count is having alphabets. This column is having alphabets. Alphabets it cannot count. Only numerical values, integer values it can count. So seeing this, there are 1 2 3 4. So here I got the count as 4. Why? Because I have taken the range b2 to b5. For example, I want to just drag this straight away. For example, I had multiple 135. So I will go here, click on this, and just press back, and I select this and just press and enter. So what it is going to give? 10. As the number of students here is 10, don't count the header, only count the bottom data. So there are 10, so it is going to give you 10. Is count clear now? Roll number 530. Now next part, in Excel sheet, which you are supposed to know is nothing but finding out duplicate values. Finding out duplicate values. Okay. Now for suppose I have the same content, I will take it up. The same content, I will take it up. Okay. I am putting the same content in another column as well, but now some of the data I want to just delete it. For example, I want to cut this and put it up somewhere here. And this I will cut and put it up. Yes, is that clear? What I want to do, I want to find out any duplicates available or not in these two columns. Yes, I'm going to do it by using, there is one in the home tab, you got something known as what? Conditional formatting. Okay, conditional formatting you got. Okay, in that highlight cell rules. In conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. In that you have so many options, less than, greater than, equal to, you can. But now I want to find only duplicate values, highlight them with some color. So duplicate values, this is the option where in highlight cell rules, and this is under conditional formatting. Okay, now you just select these two columns data, you're going to select, click on conditional formatting, and just click on duplicate values. One pop-up window will come up here. You can choose your own color as you like. Here I want it in red with red text, for example. Okay, and press on OK. Can you see here? The ones which are in highlighted mode, this 37 is down, but it is up. But even though it is highlighted, 38 is above, but it is here. 39 is map. 40, where is 40? Here. But this, in this list it is here. Means the ones which are in white, it is not available. The ones which are colored are the duplicate value. This is nothing but conditional formatting. Yes, in the highlight cells, in the conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, in that duplicate value you got. Okay, is this clear? Yes. What more can you do in Excel sheet? Let's take this data, for example, subject 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to just plot one graph or a bar graph, you can say. Okay, either you can present it in this format. This is one way of presenting your data. The other way, line graphs you got. This is another way. Okay, this is nothing but line graph. Then you can even give it for a pie chart. Okay, this is the pie chart. This is nothing but a pie chart for your 5 subjects, as you can see here. Yes, whatever values, based on that you can even plot the area in this 3D fashion and 2D fashion as well. You can see here series 1, series 2. Okay, subject 1, 2, 3, and what are the marks? Series 1 is nothing but the first student. Series 2, the second student. So based on that, the marks, the subject names. So different way to plot the graph. You can see here the hyperlink. You got the header and footer. Yes, you can even give symbols as well. The Greek letters which you have got. Okay, this is page layout. This is formulas. Okay, now coming to this formulas, the auto sum option I have already told you. Now we can even find out minimum value and the maximum value. You got here count numbers as well, as you can see here. Now the next part, you can even have trigonometric functions which you can work on. So sine of 90. Sorry, just one second. Sine of 90. You need to type it correctly, otherwise it will give you an error. You need to type equal to. So you will get to some value here, sine of 90. Okay. So approximate value you are getting, that is equal to 1, almost round off. Okay. So this is trigonometric functions. You got date and time as well. Okay. You can see the hour. Okay, whatever the present hour is there, that you can enter. For example, I am giving 20, sorry, one. For example, let's go for date first. Okay, year. Okay, 2021. Month, you're in the second month. Date 18. Okay, and press on OK. So as you can see here, you will get the date in this fashion. Next, you got the hour. For example, I just type 20. Okay, and press OK. Why it is giving 0? Just type 8. Let's go for time value. Okay, for example, 20 colon 00. Okay, it is giving some random value. It is giving. It should give you the time. Okay, this is some of the date and time functions. Lookup value, I have told you. VLOOKUP, yes, VLOOKUP concept I have told you just now. Trigonometric functions, they are here. Just now I have gone for sine value. Okay, let's go for one fact value. For example, I give the digit 5. So you can see here, just give the value fact of 5 and press and enter. Sorry, equal to symbol is always compulsory, otherwise you will not get, as date function is available here. Just select fact, fact of 5. Okay, and press on. So you will get the factorial of 5 is 120. Yes. So you can even sort the data as well. Let me show you one last thing. Just 5 more minutes, I will close the class. Okay. For example, let me take this two roll numbers. Okay, I will take just two roll numbers. Okay, and for these two roll numbers, I will have three subjects for them. Okay, for example, COSM, COA, and take for example IT workshop. Okay, the same subject names for these second student as well. Okay, and they got the marks, say, okay, and here 80 and 80. Now what I want to do here, I want to filter the cell values. Okay, filtering of the cell values. You can see here in the data you got filtering option, or you can directly click on this cell, you'll get a filter option here as well. Here you got some options: select cell value, select cell color, select cells font color, and cells icon. Now here I am choosing cells value. So what is going to happen? The one which is matching with COSM is going to come up as filter is on. You can see. Now I want just IT workshop, for example. So can you see here IT workshop? This heading you forget because filter is on. That is a filter. Now I want COA and IT workshop to come up together. Click on OK. Can you see COA and IT workshop together? Yes, this is nothing but a filter. When a filter is on, it is going to, if you can see here, when I am clicking equals to, it should map equals to COA or IT workshop as I have selected. For all three, you can select all and click on OK. Here also you got the option of sorting up and down, alphabetical order. Now let me just turn off the filter. Okay, I'm turning off the filter. Now, for example, I am writing Akash, Akash, and Binoy. Okay, and Kate, for example, and Christine, for example. Okay, so now I want to sort this according to the alphabetical A to Z. So can you click? What is going to happen? It is going to come in alphabetical order from lower to upper. So can you see sorting? This is the other way. Click here, you get the sorting option here as well. Okay, now one more. Now I want to color some cells. For example, I am coloring this, and I am coloring even this. Now I want to filter the ones which are in colored format. So cell color. So did you get the ones which are in colored in cell, which are in colored format? Okay, just you press undo. What is going to happen? That is just going to go off. Yes, is that clear? Is that clear so far? Excel